Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday, everyone. My hair. Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Come on in, say hello. Come on in, say hello. Happy Tuesday. Oh, Lord, I feel like the week has been dragging and it's just Tuesday. I think my brain is already. Hi. Yeah, I need to get my glasses. Okay, I think I can see a little bit. Kofi, can see read your last name. Good evening. Hi, everyone. Hello, Dina. I can see your name now. Hair Island NG. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm a little tired because I've been up for at least got up on 4:30. Yeah. If I'm bouncing over the wall because I don't drink coffee, so I always try to save up on my energy because but I do take I do drink Starbucks iced coffee from time to time. It just depends. Hi everyone, 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Yes, Hair Island NG. Yes, if you want to set up a consultation, we can discuss your case. Yes, we do. Good evening, everybody. How was your weekend? Like you already know, my week usually starts on Tuesday. So, and talking of how week is going, y'all have to know you have to love children. Children are they tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. So my 12-year-old, my baby. Oh, Miss Titi Lano ni. Only if I no questions asked. Didn't even ask him for his opinion. Nothing. Like, mom, you know that if you're looking at your face, your face can pass for a 35-year-old. But if you combine your face and your hair, you can pass for a 45-year-old. And it's not that bad because you're 44. So it's you just look 1 year older. See, America Tawaii, I'm telling you, you can't touch these kids. You can, especially when the kid is taller than you. You can't do nothing. Because if you talk about here by children's services, and I represent children's services in Alabama. So you're looking at a kid and like, tí èèyàn bá jẹ́ ìgbà tí ń bọ̀ yìí wọ́n pa ọlọ́pàá èèyàn lọ sí jail a máa gbọ́ pé sísí lọ́ọ̀yà lọ sí jail headline yẹn ò ní couldn't die. And I was like, I'm telling you, like they would just say, well, being questioned, well, being nothing, just minding my own darn business, do my work. Came to my office, just minding my own business. Like, what something, mom? Can Well, anyway, how's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. This is Attorney Abisola Adebola Olaleye Omo Baba Samu, immigration lawyer, Latin Niger. You can tell I'm hyper today. I'm still going. Admiring his mother, No, no, no. Hello, Miss Gill, how are you? I'm telling you, like, look, the one that I can tell you is that's my child. See that razor sharp mouth? I'm just glad he didn't come as a girl. Because if I can see he came as a girl, ah, one of us would be in jail. That one, I can guarantee that one of us would be, because he's still a boy, so he would still he doesn't want to hurt his mama's feelings. Imagine it was a girl, and I know God has a sense of humor. God would have given me someone who was just like me, like my own mini me. I cannot. Um, you can call me after the live. If you want to set up a consultation, you have to call my office between 8:30 and 5, and they'll give you the information, set up a consultation, and that's how I discuss cases. Here on the line underscore Highland. But I can guarantee you it will be just like me. I'm just thinking if I was living with somebody just like me. Oh no. Even I know. Like, They can only be one of us. But anyway, come on in, everybody. Thank you for always joining. I really appreciate everybody. How is Christmas good? So on Thursday, we've had quite a number of consultations on VAR cases. So if you do not know, we are running a promotion on a free VAR petition complete package giveaway, and it's going to end on Thursday. And we have had a great response, but I'm only doing one. It's a lot of work that goes into that, so I can only do one. And so I think we've had 9 people so far. I have different cases that I do, but as far as people that I have now decided after the consultation that they are actually eligible for VAR, because I've had quite a bit of like, nah, I ain't going to touch that with a long pole. But I think about 8 or 9, I have to check. So we will announce that the winner on Thursday. I think I'll get TJ. So we give everybody numbers. So obviously I'm not going to say their names. I'll get TJ. Let me ask you. Well, SJ is my oldest kid. He's probably not going to do it. But TJ will gladly do it. To pick the number. And so I'm really excited that someone's life is going to change, and just be able to help someone, it is just amazing. So the promotion is still on. If you feel that you may be eligible for that, the only way you would know is to consult with a lawyer. So consultation is 30 minutes, 130, 45 minutes, 200, and 1 hour, 230. But if you become eligible, we give your number, and then we'll announce that on live on Thursday. So that's going to be exciting. But you can also contact us if you have any other cases to discuss citizenship asylum, removal of conditions, green card application, 334-341-4475. You can also send a text to that number. The same number on WhatsApp. There is still this person that is impersonating me on TikTok. Please understand, and God knows I have Lydia who helps me out social media. I think between yesterday and today, she's written about 10 responses because people are actually engaging with this person on TikTok, and they're giving out a number. And I keep telling people, we have just one central number. We have a website you can go to. If it's not a 334 number, 334-341-4475, it's not me. So you are dealing with somebody else at your own risk. Unfortunately, there isn't much TikTok is doing. So here we are. But go on our website. Please share this video. Subscribe to YouTube channel. On all platforms, it is Olale Law Firm, Olale Immigration, at Olale Immigration. So let's talk immigration, people. What do we not want to talk about? Tonight, you already know. Questions after. It's kind of pretty short. I want to talk real quick about visa interview transfer. And this has to do with the embassy. We get questions, calls, texts every single day about, I've got a loved one, my parents, my spouse, my child. Their cases are still pending at the embassy. What can we do to make things faster? They've been waiting for too long, and it's frustrating, especially the whole point of being an immediate relative, for instance, in a citizen spouse, citizen child under the age of 21, citizen's parent, is so you don't have to wait. But now you end up waiting months after your case has been documentarily qualified to get an interview date. Now, what is the Department of State doing about that? They released back in October, I want to say, there was a policy they released, and they are actually encouraging people to apply to request to transfer. So that brings us to what we're talking about real quick. Visa interview transfer. So they're encouraging you will not be penalized for doing that, because in the past you could only apply for your visa in your home country, or if you are a permanent resident or a citizen in another country. Those were the only requirements. Because of COVID, there's been like backlog that probably will last until Jesus comes back. Well, they claim it will be over by June of 2023. Fingers crossed. We're going to stay hopeful. But right now, they're saying that once your case has been documentally qualified, at that stage where it's at the embassy stage, you're able to request that they transfer your case file and schedule an interview at another embassy in another country. However, there are requirements. And so let's go through that real quick. So 3 things. If your case is at the U.S. Embassy, then what you need to do in order to transfer your case to that embassy, first of all, you want to see whatever home country you're in. I primarily deal with the Africans and Caribbean, so I know that there is a longer wait time in African countries than there is in Caribbean countries. So this really would apply to most Africans. So if your case is at the U.S. Embassy, then you have to contact the potential U.S. Embassy in the country that you want your case transferred to. Look at the waiting time for your visa type at that embassy in that country, because you may not necessarily be better off. You may end up in the same in the same boat, for lack of a better word. So make sure you know what they're waiting. You can easily get that online. You have to write them you send them a request in writing. Send a request in writing to ask them to transfer your case. Now, you must have a good basis, good cause to transfer your case. It can't just be, I just got a dog. I mean, you understand what I mean? It's got to be a good cause. You got to have some justification for requesting for them to transfer your case. Why the backlog is affecting you or is affecting the loved one. Those are the examples of things you can expatiate on. And you also have to specify whether or not you are a resident of that country you're seeking to transfer your case to. Now, before I came on, I put up a post myself. Someone was asking me, do you do all this post? Like, I have to approve all the posts because I'm responsible for that, but I cannot look, you can get to a point where you need help. And thank God for I call them my team players. Thank God, Karen, Isaiah, Lydia, Carla. I mean, yeah, thank God for them. But I put this one up myself. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second, people. I think I went off real quick. Where there's a link where you can get this information, access to this information. Okay, so that's if your case is at the embassy. If your case is still at the National Visa Center, then you have to contact, if the petitioner, if for instance, an I-130, the petitioner can contact the National Visa Center to request the transfer. So the transfer posts. So for instance, if you had already indicated that you want your case to be, you're going to be applying for your immigrant visa in Lagos, Nigeria. In Lagos, Nigeria, there's a wait time of 700 something days, and in say Benin, Republic of Benin, there is a wait time of 250 days, and your case is still at the National Visa Center. Then you have to provide a written request along with the address of the embassy in the country you want to transfer to, and so let me I want to be sure that if this is the one where yes, so you have to note and you do this through the public inquiry form, the way you normally would contact National Visa Center. That's how you will be able to do it. Now, you have to be able to, this applies if you are a citizen of that country, a legal resident of that country, or you've got some other documentation of legalization in that country. So that is more specific compared to if your case is already at the embassy where there is no such requirement. So now keep in mind, however, that the fact that you're requesting your case to be transferred to another country, embassy in another country, it's not automatic. There is no what's the word I'm looking for? Assurance that your case is going to be adjudicated or you're going to be set a schedule for an interview faster. No, there is no assurance about that. Now, for instance, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see, just using I had it earlier. Okay, here we go. For the month of December, and these are cases that are already documentarily qualified. As of November 30, NBC had documentary qualified 411,359 cases. Yep, immigrant visa applicants. And only 33,000 and change were scheduled for interview in the month of December. So that means there's going to be constant carryover for months. Unfortunately, that is just the reality. So if you are in a position where you can qualify either based on the fact that your case is already at the embassy, and then you look at another country where you can transfer, ask you request that your case be transferred to, do your homework and note and be sure that that country is actually going to be better, because you may end up in the same position where you started and wait as long. If you feel that you've been waiting for so long, your wait time may be shorter and hopefully you get your interview scheduled. But that is the reality of what we are seeing. It is unfortunate. The Department of State is saying that as of June 2023, they will be able to be back to the normal pre-COVID schedule as far as scheduling, no pun intended, immigrant visa interviews generally. So fingers crossed. But that is an option for those that may benefit from that. And that also includes people who are waiting for K1 visa. So K1 visa is a non-immigrant visa, but for purposes of being able to transfer, request to transfer, Department of State is actually treating it as an immigrant visa, because really that's what it's going to end up, because you're coming here with intention to migrate. So that's basically that in a nutshell. I hope that helps. I've been wanting to talk about this. I was like, you know what? It may not necessarily make any difference, because you may just be waiting and waiting. But someone reached out and was like, hey, listen, because I had a conversation with a couple about 2 months ago. Well, their case is peculiar because he is currently studying in, what the hell is it? Is it China? One of those countries in Asia. But long story short, he has his interview scheduled. So I thought, you know what? It may help somebody else. Let's just see. So there you have it. All right, people. Hello, Mr. Daniel. How are you? My night is going well. Hello, Mr. Melvis. How are you? How are you getting ready for Christmas? I'm your favorite attorney. How many attorneys do you have? All righty. Okay, let me go TikTok, Instagram, and I'll come back to Facebook. Okay. Let's see. See, I came on time today, people. And it's sort of about this is like about on time. Yeah, this is like I think you're way. Yeah. Do H-1B employers register? Ooh, talking of H-1B, thank you. I completely forgot. I forgot my cases that he just retained my services on today. Oh, money. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you for that question. Y'all need to see it. Like, I just wrote it down. H-1B. I have posted everywhere. Do H-1B employers register you to enter the lottery? So there are two ways you can, or two ways you can apply for an H-1B, in the sense of either the lottery system, which is usually springtime of each year, and if they have excess visas and they run another one, but this year they did not run a second one. 2021 they actually run it 3 times, but this year no. And so at that time, every employer has to register the beneficiaries you want to file for. So USCIS will now select from those registrations those that will be that will qualify to have that will not move forward to have the H-1B petitions actually filed. So you do the registration first. If your registration is selected, then you can move on to file the petition. So yes, the employer will register you. Now, the other way is if you are employed by a cap exempt employer. Cap exempt employers, I mainly represent universities. They are cap exempt employers. So we file H-1B application like this ones we're filing at any time during the year because that's what it means, cap exempt. They are not subject to that cap of 65,000 or whatever, or 20,000 master cap each year. You can file at any time as long as you are a cap exempt employer in a nonprofit research organization, an organization affiliated with a higher institution, a university, college, or if you're in higher education institution. Those are examples of those employers that are classified as cap exempt. Hi, Apple Tuesday. I need your opinion. I'm a green card holder. Wants to sponsor my wife. She's overstayed on F1. So if you're disclaimer, this is not specific to anybody's case. If you want something specific to your case, then you have to do that in a proper paid consultation. So this is just general information. So if it helps your case, fine, but do not base your decision on what you hear. This is helpful, but it's not legal advice on your case. If your wife is an overstay and you're a green card holder, she will not be able to get a green card until you become a citizen, unless she is willing, y'all are willing for her to leave the country. But before she does that, she has to apply for a visa of unlawful presence and be able to prove that it's, if the waiver is not granted, then you will suffer extreme hardship. And then that has to be granted, and then she has to leave to go get her immigrant visa at the embassy. Alternatively, you wait to become a citizen, and once you become a citizen, she's going to be exempt from unlawful presence, and then you can file. Now, you can file the I-130 by itself. Get that approved, depending on how long it's going to take you to be a citizen. And then once you become a citizen, she can go ahead and file her 485. I can't wait to meet you one-on-one, ma'am. I guess I represent you. I think. I hope. Same here. I don't know if. Okay. If my case is administratively closed, can USCIS adjudicate I-485? Generally, no, because I'm assuming you mean immigration court. EOR still has jurisdiction over your adjustment, so you have to kind of find, either reopen that with court and adjust your status in court, or seek to terminate proceedings. Okay. Kike Lamont, thank you. I applied 2 months before my 5 years completed citizenship. How long will the wait time, depending on your field office? Lovely guy, nice to meet you as well. What does it mean when a judge cancels your deportation case? Can you reapply? I don't know what you mean by cancel. So I always say, especially when you have dealt with immigration court, it's always in your best interest to consult with a lawyer, have a lawyer help you in immigration court. There's some things that you just don't dabble in yourself. That's just me. That's just me. probably in Nigeria. To explain to you, I'm not going to boom low on people because um my wife is a U.S. citizen. How do I get my green card? She'll file for you and start the process. Can my mom green card holder petition my sister who is married over 21 years? No. Married green card holders cannot petition for married children. Let's see. I don't want to miss. Thank you, Hope H85. Let's see. Okay, I already answered that. My lawyer refused to file I-765C9 with my vow, so I sent it to USCIS. Will it be accepted? I would say talk to your lawyer. I don't. If you did that to me, I don't know why your lawyer refused. I'm not sure, but if someone does that to me, I would withdraw from your case. That's just it. So because I will get to know. I will get to know because the Vermont Service Center will send me a copy of the receipt notice. And so if that happens to me, the next thing you get is a letter withdrawn from your case. If there's anything to return to your fees, then you get. If there's anything you owe me, you will get either way. But I will withdraw from your case. Kick off and make am I an immigration lawyer? Yes, I am. Okay. Okay, I think I already got all of that. Let's see. All righty. Hair, your lip stain, is it semi-permanent or what? It looks beautiful. It is. So I always get oily in my nose. I've always used a Milani Devotion. As far as I'm concerned, it's the best ruby red matte lipstick, but they've discontinued it. How I yeah, what to Google. So I found something really, really close. Air on the underscore Highland NG. I don't know what the name is of it. It's I send me a DM and I'll take a photo of it and send it to you. So it's very close. It's not the same as my Millennium because my Millennium was just everything, but this is close to it. And thank you. Okay. How long? Okay. How long guys take to send a VAR case off? I don't rush my cases, so it depends on what we need to do. Are we converting from a regular case to a VAR case? Are we starting afresh? But it's not going to be 2 weeks. I don't do 2 weeks. I don't do 30 days. Well, 30 days depending on if I just send in one. It just depends, but it depends on your case. Happy Wednesday from Germany. Toya Etabs. Oh, wow. I'm thinking of going to Europe for Christmas. That was my host meeting. I was in London. I'm not really thinking about it. So when growing up, I don't know if my mom is here, but the one thing we always looked forward to, by we, I mean my siblings and I, was every summer up until when I was 16. My mother, God bless that woman, somehow would find funds to make sure we went to London for summer. And, you know, those I want to see FGGC are correct with me. He used to pick on me. Y'all were just bullies. Let's call it spade a spade. Because they used to pick on me like I'm a butt. And I'm like, oh, no, it's not like my parents had a whole lot of, they just, I don't know. But anyway, I digress. So that was something I always looked forward to. And I haven't been to London since I was 16. That's almost 3 decades. So I'm yearning to go, like yearning. So 𝒊𝒎𝒏𝒕 hosts me. I will come down. I just don't know what you do during Christmas because my kids are going to be with their dad for Christmas. And so it's me, myself, and I with my eyes to go somewhere. But that's or Germany. Hey. If you're going to renew green card for the 10-year, is they gonna, you mean, are they gonna extend it to you? So a new policy actually came. So whenever you renew your take your green card, you file an I-90, your receipt notice will come, and yes, they will automatically renew it. So the receipt notice you get will extend your green card. So that's a lot of policy changes. Another thing is, if you file a naturalization application, your receipt notice will come with a 24-month extension of your green card, whether or not you already filed an I-90 to extend a green card. So they just USCI just recently released that. So there's a lot of good things going on. How do you stay that energetic without coffee? I'm telling you, I was born this way. My mother can attest to that. I've always been hyper. Like, if I'm quiet, people like, huh? Is she sick? I've always been, because I think I've trained my mind to be positive, and I'm hard on myself. I'm not a perfectionist. I hate to lose. So I think I probably take it more personal when we get a denial in the clients, which happens, and that's just the truth. You know, there's no lawyer who's going to stand here and tell you they always win a case. If you always win a case, then you don't take on challenges. It's as simple as that. But I've trained my mind to be able to deal with, okay, that's not. But then I'm looking for how do I bounce back? So I try to keep going and just fill my mind with, but I'm naturally, that's why I said alone, I can't have a daughter who's like me. No, no. I know myself. When he acknowledgement is half solution to your problem, right? It's just being truthful. And I think it's just God's strength, because yeah. And for someone like me who deals with migraines constantly, I don't know. I'm just wired that way. I'm just wired that way because I function best at night. Like during the day, I can get like okay. For instance, my my assistant came in this afternoon. Did you guys see the Argentina and Croatia football? Well, what they call soccer here. And she says, "You're supposed to be working. You're watching." And she goes, you could kill people with your eyes when it comes to football. Like, I'm all familiar. What's going on? And then she sent me an email, and it was the photo she had taken. I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, oh, okay. Listen, don't come between me and football. I'm working though, Moshishel, but I ain't missing. Like, if I miss it, it's because I know I ain't playing. He was admiring his mama. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Um, oh wow. Thank you. Biomi says, Sister Lawyer, at blessed day I consulted with you. I did twice and I never regret any. You didn't represent me, but you told me the truth about my case and gave solutions. You really helped me. I am honored to be part of your solution. Unique. What happens if you sent a letter to the Monterey Center for a bar case but did not attention to the humanitarian division? Do they discard the letter or bring it to the ready from department? I would assume they will. You understood my case. This is still him. Then my lawyer, I wish I met you earlier, but I'm glad I was approved after you gave me the solution and I applied it. He will sure still send you an email so you can know me. Please do. Please do. I've met with a lot of people. But the one thing is, I may not know you with your username, but every single person that I've consulted with, if you tell me your name, I can pull up your consultation note. Every single case I take notes. And when people, because some people will consult with me, second, I've had a lady consult with me 5 times. Now she's doing her case herself, to each their own. And every time she's always like, I'm just amazed at how you remember, because I take notes. Like people are like, so you really take, I really do take notes. Like, you think I'm just typing away? Because if I don't take notes, how will I remember with the amount of people that I talk to each month? My accountant was giving me a breakdown because we're closing out the year, and breakdown of consultations I've had this year. And I was like, that's a lot of talking. That's a lot of talking. That's why my hair is so gray. That's a lot of talking. By the end of it, if people are able to get, because I'm very straightforward. If you've consulted with me, I'm very straightforward. I'll tell you, listen, it's a 50-50. I hate to give chances. I never, obviously, can get, but I'll tell you, listen, I wish your evidence was much stronger, or I'm not worried about this case. Not arrogance, but I'm like, okay, we've got good evidence. And if it's not about just telling you, hey, get paid, yeah, and then I know it's going to get denied. No, obviously I can't guarantee anything, but at least I know if it's worth a shot. I would tell you it's worth a shot. There's no guarantee. This is why I think it's worth a shot. Or no, just leave it alone. But I'm glad your case got approved. I'm glad that we were able to chat. Please send me. I need to comment here so people can know you're a nice and good person. God bless you, Mama. Please send me an email. Let me check if you sent me an email. I want to know who it is. Okay, no, you haven't sent me. Please send me an email. I really want to know who it is because I don't know who it is from your username. What to do if an immigration judge favors DHS and continues hearing to the next year? And this isn't the first time it's been rescheduled by the judge. Please respond. I cannot respond to your case because I don't know your case. Maybe you may be better off actually looking for your options or terminating you. I don't know. So that's not a question I can respond to. Can you enlighten us a bit on U visa? I used to do it. I don't anymore. So I'm not current. It's U visa is it's a non-immigrant visa, but it's a pathway to green card where if you've been a victim of a crime, qualifying crime, that you are able to file for it, but it takes forever. I no longer do it, so I can't give you any more information on that. Okay. Can prima facie determination be used to apply for FAFSA? Generally, yes, because I have a client whose child is in college, and that's what they just did recently. How long does it take to file for citizenship after 3 years of marriage? I'm not sure I understand your question, but you file for citizenship if you've been a green card holder for 3 years and you're still married to the U.S. citizen spouse, or 5 years without being married, not on the basis of marriage. Let's see. Hope you got my review. Did you leave me a review? Oh, I think I know who you are. I think I know who you are. But send me an email. I think I know who you are. That makes me happy when y'all get your approvals. It's exciting. It's because the day I was sworn in as a citizen, I got in the car and I cried. I cried. Now there was a lot of emotions going on. So this was September 19, 2014 was when I was sworn in as a citizen. Now keep in mind, I was just literally days from when my bar exam results were coming out. So I was literally a ball of emotions. And I was in a very miserable marriage. But I couldn't get out because I didn't have my plan as far as, okay, I don't have my bar results, so I don't know if I'm going to have a license to practice and then plan my exit. Yeah. But so when I was sworn in, I went by myself. I didn't even tell anybody. I didn't tell my mama, nobody. And I got in the car, and it was in Louisiana, New Orleans. I cried my eyes out, and it was as if my dad was still alive, but if somehow it was as if I kept seeing. I don't know. It was because he passed away a year after, but I kept having this like hearing his voice, and it was just creepy, even though he was still alive. But then I was just like, so it was a lot, and then the culmination of it was so that was September 19th, and then September 25th at 3 a.m. Can never forget. Ask me what I was doing being awake at 3 a.m. because sometimes I'm still awake 3 a.m. Like if I have a brief, like I had a brief that had to be mailed out yesterday. So Sunday, I didn't sleep till like 3 a.m. because this was a vow appeal brief. I needed to be up, review it. It was like what 11, 12 pages. Like if our Lord Shano, God give us favor because this woman deserves it. Lord knows she does. So I was emailing her. She was like, "You're still awake at 3 a.m." That is my level of commitment. Like I'm crazy like that. I would email you at 2 a.m. You don't have to respond. I'm just letting you know that hey, I need this information from you like as soon as possible. Um, and so September 25th, 2014, 3 a.m. on the dot. I still have that email. I was off for whatever reason. No, I was off. I don't know what woke me up, but I was off. And I looked at my email and I just saw Alabama State Bar because I already thought I already failed the exam anyway. And as soon as I go, we're pleased to inform you. Oh Lord, I cried. It was as if everything was just coming down. So because I've been through all that, it feels my passion in just trying to see other people succeed. Just try and see. I have someone who reached out to me and said, "Hey, can you be my mentor? I'm taking the bar exam." And like, I don't have the time, to be honest. I'm a single mother. I've got two sons. I run a business. I've got to feed and take care of my kids. I have to be in court. It, but I said, when you've passed the bar, just send me an email. I already mentored somebody right now. Let's just see where I am at that point. I may have, and I've tried to hire another attorney, but I have OCD, so it's like I still have to check another attorney's work, and that defeats the whole purpose. But those are things I feel my passion, and that's why it's hard on me, or I'm hard on myself when we don't get a favorable decision. It takes me days to recover. Sometimes my clients are like, I'll find another. I'm like, no, your client is the one comforting you, like, something's wrong with that picture. But it is what it is. Can one change a case to val once I-485 has been denied? You can if you're eligible. Rolly underscore GM. And I don't know if you were here when I mentioned we have a promotion going on where one lucky person who consults with me, you have to pay for your consultation. And I find that you're eligible for a VAR case, you will be entered into the promotion where you can get your legal fee, your VAR case complete package completely free. You're going to pay your legal fees, your filing fees and therapy fee. But that's what we're doing, and it ends on Thursday. So as long as you get your consultation in before 9 p.m. on Thursday, then you still will be able to qualify. Well, yeah, qualify for that. Bio me, your advice, you all should consult her. She tells you the truth and you're going to be prepared for any outcome. I do. Please send me, let me see if you've sent me an email. No, you've not. Please send me an email. I just see like my paralegals are going back and forth with each other. It's y'all need to know it's a whole production in my firm. When I send them an email like, okay, I need this at this time, 9:15 p.m., no later than that. Oh, they know I ain't kidding. But then, it's like, okay, it's Christmas time, so let's just but send me an email. I don't see an email yet. Okay. If your CNC clear VAR case is abandoned because you did not see RFP they sent to you, you now found another VAR case after the now. After that, they now approve it in advance where you applied. Okay, what's your question? Hello, Mr. Abu. How are you? I haven't forgotten about you. You trust me. Just want people to know you're a good person. Now we sure let people know too. Okay, don't make me cry. Cause I'm a Leo baby. We can come off harsh, but we're highly emotional people. We're highly emotional beings. Um, okay, let's see. Uh, Cecilia, please, my friend Val approved and she saw case was transferred and a new office has jurisdiction. Please, what does this mean? So whenever your VA case is approved, the petition, when you file your VA petition, your VA case, you file everything with Vermont Service Center and they process it. Once the VA petition has been approved, they forward your case to the National Benefit Center. So they would not decide. So that's what's happened because the field office will have jurisdiction over adjudicating your I-485. So that's what was transferred. And I'm sure if you let her look, that it would say the I-485, it would have the I-485 receipt number. National Benefits Center will not decide whether or not your case is going to be scheduled for an interview. If it's going to be scheduled for an interview, they will send your case to the field office that has jurisdiction over your case, and then that field office will send you an interview notice. If they decide they're going to waive an interview, for instance, and your case is still missing like a medical examination, they'll send you an RFE for that. If they decide if you already have that and your medical exam has not expired, then they'll just approve your green card. So that's basically the process. Can an immigrant marry a U.S. citizen with criminal record, including sexual assault with child, and be able to change status? If that sexual assault falls within the Adam Walsh Act, generally it would be a problem to ever be able to have that petition approved. Please come to Houston for Christmas if you don't mind. I know it's in London. I'll host you. Send me an email. They're the second person telling me about coming to Houston today. The other person was Mr. T. I already told him, like, y'all need to know, understand something. I can be high maintenance when it comes to Nigerian food. The ready and all that. I'll come. My mom used to tell me that when I was much younger, that my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, Yalayemi, she enjoyed taking care of me. Why? Because I would get well very quickly. Why? Because I would eat. People get sick, they don't eat. No, Abisola, no. Only as you're, TMI, as you're throwing up, once she's done, she's going to fill it back up. And so I love my food. I'm surprised I'm not a fat person, to be honest with you. I think because I'm always going, I work out and I have the time. But I would take you throughout to my Shyamalan, all that. I will come. I will come. When you consult this in law, she talks to you like family and she never forgets your case, even though she never represents you. I usually check up on people like, hey, I just saw your name in our consult folder. Hey, what's going on with you? Doesn't take anything to do that. And let me start hear me. Thank you. Okay. What if your asylum is pending for more than 150 days? Okay, and what's your question on that? Okay, let's see. Don't forget to reach out for your Ilala Sipo when you come to ATL. Ibo niye wa. I'll go anywhere. I'm coming. I'm coming now. Oh, you just did. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So it was the green card was approved? Was the green card approved? Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. I remember. I see our email comes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're going to make me cry. You got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. It was approved. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I told you. Right? Oh my gosh. I'm glad you listened. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I am so glad. I am so glad. Oh my gosh. I am so glad that you listened. Ah. Yes. I'm so glad that you listened. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Because it would have been, I'm looking at the messages sent to you like, oh my God. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. This was what, in September, just 3 months ago. You're welcome. Remember I told you, like, I could sit down and tell you, hey, pay me, and then we start, we do this and all that, but I'm like, no, this is what we're going to do. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. And I pray that that will be the beginning of many, many blessings in your life, including your son. Amen. Amen. I pray. I'm so happy for you. I'm telling you. Oh, my Lord. I'm trying not to. I hate to cry. I pray that God gives you favor. Yeah, I couldn't in good conscience tell you to pay me for something that I said, no, just wait. Just wait. Because there's nothing God cannot do at his time. This was what, 3 months ago? I'm so happy for you. This is, why am I crying? I'm so happy for you because I remember looking at our conversation. Then I am so happy for you. Y'all don't understand when he takes you. Been in a position where you get to a point and you go, I'm going back to Nigeria. I mean, I grew up in Lagos. Lived in Boston, lived in Chicago, and I had to move down to a town of 5,000 people just to be able to get a green card. It is a lot. So when I know that someone is close to their blessing and I say, you know what, let's just do it this way. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't. But trust me on this one. I'm glad you listened, and I thank God for you. I thank God for you, and I pray that your case will be a point of contact to every other person, that God will grant us favor, even when things don't go the way we planned, that he sees our hearts and he knows that we haven't come to this country to suffer or to be fraudulent or to be deceitful. We just want a better future for our children. And with your son, just knowing that your son is going to be better off for it. I pray that it's going to be a point of contact to other people, that everyone who is looking up to God and trusting him hoping against hope, even when everything looks gloomy and looks dark, and it looks, because God knows that I wake up each morning and I put everybody in my prayers, my clients and those who concern, like, God would just show you favor. Because if he decides to show you favor, then it had what he done, and you would find favor with men. Even with your enemies, they will make room for you because God has said so. I pray that people would rejoice with you, and their own stories also will become testimonies. Okay, I gotta go, people. Okay, all right. If we can help you, your case, even if it's just a consultation, 334-341-4475. I'll email you once we're done. Thank you, everybody.